I would say technically my first short film narrative was African Booty Scratcher. And I shot that here at New York University.
Mommy, what's all this? I thought we were having spaghetti for dinner.
Why, you don't like jollof rice anymore?
The story is not so loosely based on actual experiences. Like my brother, the kid who plays Micah, he's like literally my brother verbatim. And Isatu is a variation of me. And I mean, prom came, I didn't want to wear traditional garb.
So you want me to go to prom looking like you do when you walk around the house? No.
Is there something wrong with the way I walk around the house? What are you saying?
Kids would make fun of my parents' accents, when they came to school. And it was just like, I was ashamed. I was ashamed because of other kids' response to things associated with Africa.
When I'm saying African booty scratcher, that is a derogatory term to many Africans there,
You know what? I went through so many titles. I went through different titles. And one day I just looked up and I was like, African booty scratcher, that's what it's about.
Mommy, do you have any idea what they're going to call me at school?
African booty scratcher. African, what is that? What is that? Said to have originated during the mid-1980s, usually...
Anytime any reference was made to Africa, and it was always the black kid, the black American kid.
Oh my gosh, the same thing with me.
Like the white, that was the irony.
Hey, you Africans kill me coming over here acting like you better than us.
Of course, I chalk this up to, history, colonialism, the separation that keeps us divided as black people that is now perpetuated by us.
African booty scratcher. You do it second year before you're even done. You don't have a degree. You're working towards it. And here it is on HBO. How does it go from there to HBO?
One festival that every single black filmmaker should know about, the American Black Film Festival. Okay. They only accept 5 short films, and they have a relationship with HBO. So all 5 of the shorts that get in are acquired by HBO automatically. That was my second year film project. Based on that project, I got funding from the school to shoot my thesis project, which is Say Grace Before Drowning, which is the short that I'm touring the festival circuit with now.
What to sing, what to bring.
Say Grace is a lot more risque. It's definitely reflective of me. There's nudity and there's, sexually suggestive behavior. Yeah, so it's definitely a different type of film. I wasn't done with Say Grace cutting, and I won the screenwriting award with Shadow and Act.
Okay.
The blog. I've been really blessed with the awards that I've won.
If you put them together and you say, this is what sets me apart and this is why I have been as successful as I am, like, what would you say contributes to that success factor of the things that you've done?
That's a really good question. That's one of the best questions I feel like I've gotten in an interview.
Yay!
On one hand, it's a curse, and on the other hand, it's a blessing to be speaking for a community that hasn't been spoken for. And that is, very rarely do we see Black women filmmakers. Very rarely do we see Black women filmmakers of African descent directly who are speaking about themes that involve being American also. Just varied viewpoints of Black women are so hard to find. Like, it's always the same stereotypes. And I think that if I was to die tomorrow and my collection of shorts was like Black Swan, African Booty Scratcher, and Say Grace, it's 3 very, very different multi-layered Black women who don't fit into the stereotypes that we see so prevalent in the media. Like, they're all really, really different.
To get to your level,
not everyone.
You want to mentor future African American or African women. Mentor us. What would you do? Step 1 to 10.
I think that try to go to film school. Try to go to film school. It's not so much about learning from the professors, but it's about the most priceless education that I got here was the relationships that I've made with other filmmakers. And you know what? Write. You always hear that writing is free. You can sit in a cafe. You don't need an expensive camera. You don't need a crew. Write the most solid story you can. Master the craft of screenwriting. Master the craft of storytelling.
If I want to see another sort of African film by an African writer, which are few, we don't know where to go.
You know what? I think where we could start is having bigger audiences at film festivals. Like, how do we get more Black people, whether you're African or Black American, to frequent film festivals? I think that would be a huge step to even just make people aware that these films exist.
Well, thank you. We'll actually think about that, inspire all of us to action.
I hope so.
Seriously. Thank you.
My little interview, yeah, sure.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For your time.